BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my weekly wrap-up for week 22, along with the wrap-ups for the hashtag TBR Takedown and my Yearathon Readathon. I will leave both the Goodreads link down below for the Yearathon Readathon and also Leading Lights. I believe that's her channel. She is the one who created the TBR Takedown. I will leave her link down below as well. So let's get started. I am really excited because after I read The Sculptor by Scott McCloud, which was the graphic novel about the artist who sold his soul to, death in order to spend the last 200 days of his life creating everything with his bare hands, that graphic novel got me out of my funk that has been this huge reading slump since January. I mean, I've been reading pretty consistently every single week, but it's been like one book a week instead of the plethora of books that I am used to reading. So I am excited to share with you guys the 4-ish books that I've read in the last week. The first one being an e-arc that I got from NetGalley. I got it for free. I think it was either a request or a reads now kind of thing, but it's an adult paranormal story about a woman who, divorces and has a daughter and moves into an old house on, on a seaside in New England area, so of the United States. Anyways, it doesn't really specify where this place is. I think it's fictional, but I'm guessing somewhere between Rhode Island and Maine. Anyhow, I gave this book 3 stars. It was okay. There's a nice little ghost story in there. The house that the woman moves into is haunted by an old whaling sea captain named Captain Eli. And he is making trouble, doing the normal ghostly haunting thing to get the woman out of his house. But really, they need each other, and there's a love interest in this book that I really didn't enjoy. It was kind of too quick for my liking, and it had kind of like a soulmate-y thing, like they were soulmates somehow, and then there was another paranormal aspect. So overall, it was okay. It was under 200 pages, so it wasn't that long. It didn't take that long to read. Again, 3 stars. It wasn't bad. The next book that I finished was an audiobook, and that was End of Days by Susan E. This is the 3rd and final book of the Penguin and the End of Days. I believe that's the series name. I really enjoyed Angel Fall and World After. Angel Fall was great. World After was, a 4-star, and then this book, the ending was too cheesy for me. The whole book was just too cheesy. I liked it. I gave it 3 stars or 3.5 stars. It was good. It was entertaining. I did enjoy reading it, but it was definitely not a 5-star book. Like I said, the ending was so disgustingly cheesy. And if you like that kind of lovey-dovey thing, then that's great. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and there wasn't very much action, and I don't know, there were some aspects that I just absolutely loved, and I wish they would have broadened, as in Susan E. would have stuck with that for a little bit longer, because it was so short-lived. But I really enjoyed that certain aspect of the book. But I don't know, I was really having high hopes for this one, and it just kind of fell flat for me. But I am looking forward to reading more of Susan E.'s books. I do believe she is a great author. The cheese, it was like Kraft cheese, not even Gouda. That's what my friend said on Goodreads when we were talking about it. She said it wasn't Gouda, it was Kraft singles. It was just bad. Anyways, the next 2 books that I read during week 22 was 2 novellas. The first one being The Strange Case of Finley Jane, and I just kind of want to share with you guys the beginning of the book. So this is book 1, of the Steampunk Chronicles by Katie Cross. Is it Cross? Yeah. So this is her prequel, which is 0.5. This novella was 5 stars. I loved this novella. And normally when you get novellas, because it's such a short story, you don't get like a full story. Like, it's very rushed, and this one was so great. I mean, it had, you get to learn who the main character is, who Finley is. You get to find out why she is the way she is and what happens to Finley during this portion of her life. So it was like having this tiny little book, and it was great because now I am addicted to this series. This is book 1, and I am currently reading this. I started it last night immediately after finishing the novella, and I'm already on page 111. I love this series so far. So basically, the strange, what is it called? The Strange Case of Finley Jane is about a girl who has a special ability, but she didn't get it until she hit puberty, like around her period time. And it just gives her this incredible, I don't want to give too much away if you're interested in reading it, but she gets this power. She's really excited about it, but it's kind of like changing the way she is. Like, sometimes she just really loves this power, and sometimes she's afraid of it. And this is in the late 1800s London, so there are I want to say there are some appliances. That's not the right word. Like, they do have the telegraph and all that kind of stuff, and they're starting to have light bulbs that last without like the kerosene lamps. So they're progressing in the in modern technology. But this is also a steampunk book. So there's lots of cool like steam moving vehicles. Instead of like a horse and cart, they have like fake horses made out of metal that's running off of steam. And so I love anything steampunk. So this is just really great. And I wrote in my my review for the novella that this reminds me kind of Warehouse 13, which is a sci-fi TV show. I think it only stayed up for 5 seasons, maybe 4. I got to watch the first 2 on Netflix a long time ago, and it was so good. So I loved that. It also reminds me of Mr. Jekyll, or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, kind of. And then, of course, because of the steampunk aspect, it kind of reminded me of like Infernal Devices because of the whole steampunk thing. Wonderful series, and again, I am currently reading this one, and I'm loving it. The next novella that I finished was Among the Nameless Stars by Deanna Peterfrund, something like that. And then this is the book that starts the duology, I believe. So I read the 0.5 novella to this one. I haven't gotten to this yet, but I did kind of want to share the book cover with you because this is book 1, and I read the prequel. Yep, and then also during the, well, those were the 4 books that I read. So basically, those were kind of like the year-a-thon, read-a-thon things. And then this was for challenge, start a book with a series. So I did start it, but I didn't get to finish it. And then I also picked up Girl of Nightmares by Kendar Blake. I am on page 40, I think. Am I on page 40? Yeah, I'm on page 40, and this was to do the challenge, read a sequel. Or not read a sequel, but read a book that's been on your shelf for over a year. Not that I couldn't get into it, I just got really excited about the steampunk book, so I kind of put this one down. And that is it. So I got through 1 audiobook, 1 ebook, and 2 novellas, which is amazing. And yeah. what am I currently reading? Those 3 books I'm currently reading, along with the Goblin Emperor still, and also Undertow. Who knows when I'll get those books finished. And then today I started Fractured by Sarah Fine on my phone to go to and from work. And yeah, so let me know down below which book you think I should start from my library book haul. That, you know, if you watched the library book haul video, let me know down below what book you think I should start, because I'm really excited about that book haul and all of the books that I got this month. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.